Moon phases, a subject that's been talked about and debated for centuries, whether it be feeding, bedding, general activity, or when does go into estrus, which is what we're going to talk about today.
So, a team of 14 wildlife biologists led by David Osborne from the University of Georgia conducted a study involving 270 deer in captivity. In this study, they used a tamed buck, which is pretty much a buck that had a vasectomy. This tamed buck performed heat checks on does to see when they were receptive. Once receptive, or an estrus, they brought in a fertile buck and recorded the date of conception. Then 3 years into the extensive 19-year study, the research shows, quote, analysis of this data indicated no relationship between moon phase chronology and estrus dates. Because these studies on captive deer from southern herds might not adequately test the moon's influence on wild deer.
And after those 3 years, they added another study of 2,500 deer conducted over 7 different states across the nation. The way they obtained this data was by measuring and weighing the sizes of those fetuses from harvested and road-killed does. This data, at the time, was debated heavily because the sizes of these does fetuses can vary based on genetics and preservation time. But we're not talking about deer activity relative to the moon phases. We're talking about when does are receptive or go into their estrus cycle based off of moon phases. I personally have seen both killing deer during a full moon and a new moon. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. Once you start focusing on the moon and the barometric pressure and all that fun stuff, yes, it's fun to determine and see and experiment, but go have fun. This is my favorite time to hunt. I live in Utah, if you guys don't know. I'm leaving next week to go on a whitetail hunt, and I am so excited. I have not hunted whitetails in 2 years. I grew up hunting whitetails, and I'm so excited to get back in a tree stand. I just got back from an elk hunt a couple weeks ago. See if we can try again with some whitetails. But remember, just go out there, have fun, get into the action. The best time of the season is coming up. But that's all I got. So thank you guys for watching.